Gotta always keep a martini glass ready to go. Keep my vodka frozen. This expired a year ago, y'all. I just used that ketchup. I'm gonna clean out the meat and cheese, and I'll tell you how I was kidnapped. You don't like this one. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my kitchen here. When you have nothing to do, you start thinking of things to do. And one of the things I thought about is I need to clean out that refrigerator. I've been in lockdown and quarantine, and we've just been buying food and groceries and just throwing it in that refrigerator and the freezer and not really paying attention to what we have already in there. And I don't even know what's all in there. So in this video, I'll be showing you what's in my refrigerator and also cleaning out the things that I don't need. Checking the expiration dates, you know, how long can you keep condiments, and who knows? Come on, let's go dig right into this. So this is my big beast. I call it the big beast. My refrigerator. Is it me or is it leaning? Anyway, I like a clean refrigerator. You know, I go over to people's houses and they got their pictures of their families and pictures of them all over. I do have things on my refrigerator, like it has to have like crystals and sparkly, this is the Empire State Building. We went to New York. And then this is a friend that gave it to us that went to Barcelona. And then on the side, I do keep the magnets, but you can't see it. So I do have magnets that we keep, like we have went to a wedding, or we thought we were going to a wedding. Sorry, Jenny. This is my husband's hometown, Cranberry Lake. I try to keep nothing on top. Kelly put that up there, so I'm going to have to talk to him. This usually stays empty. That's like one of my OCDs. This is what the cabinet's for. You put it in the cabinet. And then we have the outer side where we have, we can do extreme freeze. We can do extra ice. Come on, focus. We can do cube, crush, light, and then the filter. Gonna need one pretty soon, I believe. And then we have the water separate and the ice separate. And then we have the left side, what do you call that? Double door refrigerator. And you know, that's where the ice goes into there. Gotta always keep a martini glass ready to go. Keep my vodka frozen. And y'all, I've been kicking on this ICI fruit berry. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. But you can tell we are filled to the gills, and some of that is new and some of that is old, so we'll be getting back to that. And then look at this, it's just junk everywhere. Just loading up on good food, bad food, expired food. So I'm going to dig into all of this. All right, let's get this show on the road. I got the butter here, the butter I just got, that's good. I got the bacon bourbon barbecue sauce. That is good. I got that from Long Island when I was on vacation for the holidays. Got the LaCroix, as I used to call it, LaCroix. That's still good. That's empty. Let's get rid of that. That was lime juice, but I have another one here. I don't know what this is. I'm going to experiment. And then I have the MCT oil when I was on keto diet. MCT oil was really good. This is over a year old, so I don't think it's pretty good. So I'll be getting rid of that. And steak sauce we just got. Mustard. I don't know about that. Let's see. Expiration April 9th, 2021. That's pretty good. Keep that. Soy sauce is new, but we got two. I think we bought it was like a 2-for-1. Marinated artichoke hearts. That looks, I think, new. That's good. We had Taco Tuesday, so I know that is good. I know this is bad. Ketchup. I haven't bought ketchup in a long time. 2019 of January. Oh, this expired a year ago, y'all. I just used that ketchup the other day for my French fries. Oh, No wonder. I was doing some business the other day. Oh, wow. Now that's, oh, I don't remember. Wow, that's crazy. We got salsa. That's new. That's new. That's new. That's new. These are all salad dressings. This is, I don't know, where's this? I don't know what this is. I don't remember it, so we'll get rid of that. Yeah, so that's the door. Let's tackle this vegetable fruit bin here. I'm scared. Okay. We got red potatoes, white potatoes. Those are still good, I think. Portobello mushroom. These are Brussels sprouts. They look pretty good. I might be lucky on the fruits and vegetables here. I gotta clean this drawer out. So I gotta take everything out. Tomatoes bad. Put that out. Bananas are on their last breath, but these are good when they get brown to put them in your smoothies. So I will keep that. And I love a good sweet Tangelo. And the Myers lemons. Oh my God. I am obsessed with the Myers lemons. And these are the regular lemons. You can see that even the color contrast is a little bit different. And how are these apples? Still crunchy. The Honey Crisp apples. Usually, oh, I don't know. We usually get them in the fall. They look okay. Keep those. Another Myers. Got my limes for margarita. Speaking of margaritas, we made some good margaritas. We actually made some from scratch. I'll be showing you guys on one of my videos. I made a margarita, but it was just the premix. That's all we could get during this coronavirus situation. So I was able to get all the ingredients to make the margarita mix from scratch. So I'll be doing the retake of the margarita mix and putting that on the video, but so good, y'all, so good. And if you haven't checked out my apple martini video, also check that out as well. All right, let's get into this other bin of vegetables and fruits. Usually keep my celery and lettuce and all that in here. Oh, this is about a week old, almost 2 weeks old. We had Taco Tuesday. We had cilantro. Bye, girl. That has to go. Lettuce still looks good. Does anybody still buy like the, I don't want to call it fresh because this is fresh as well, fresh express. But do you buy the non-packaged lettuce? And especially even now what's going on, do you buy that and wash it really good with vinegar and water? Or do you get the pre-made? I like that. It's just easy to go. You can also put one of these in your bag when you're traveling. This cabbage is, gotta go. Peppers. These are new here. So small peppers, multicolored. I'm not a big pepper fan, but I like using it for color. Add color to your meal. I'm a huge celery fan. It's one of those things that you can use put peanut butter on. It's very healthy. It's mostly water, so it's definitely healthy for you. I get some of the pre-packaged ones, which can actually last longer, but it's still crunchy. Look at this, more lettuce. All right, done with that. We are moving on to the cheese. Who does not love cheese and some of our luncheon meat and everything else? That's why I'm clogged up, because I've been eating cheese since the government was giving it to my family in the block. Anybody remember that block cheese the government would give you and the peanut butter? My grandmother would work for the, let me tell you the whole story, like see me, you know, growing up, we was poor, middle class poor, we weren't that poor, but my grandmother would work for the city and help out, give out Well, actually, I can even go back when I was a kid. I used to volunteer for the Black Panthers. My parents were involved in the Black Panthers in the early 70s. And a lot of people know the Black Panthers for Black Power and any means necessary. But there was also an organization with the women of the Black Panthers were helping out women in Oakland, single moms, poor families, and we would distribute out bags of food and grocery, even before the government was giving out that government cheese and peanut butter. So I was a part of that. And so my grandmother also volunteered as a teenager. I remember even growing up giving out bags of free government food. And so she would also give some for herself and her family. And I just remember in the garage having a full freezer of just butter and peanut butter and cheese, everything to clog up us people, us minorities. I mean, when you think back now, what were they doing? What were they thinking? That was the 70s, folks. Yeah, definitely. I should tell you about my kidnapping story. Stay tuned for the kidnapping story. I'm going to clean out the meat and cheese, and I'll tell you how I was kidnapped. You're going to like this one. Cheese. Look at all this mozzarella cheese. This is huge. A lot of this was buying whatever we could buy because, as y'all know, we are quarantined and people are losing their mind because the food chain supply is just being a hot mess. You go to the grocery store, wait in line for a couple hours, and you get in there, and it's not exactly what you want. Y'all, I'm so embarrassed of this refrigerator. It is like dirty. More cheese. That was all cheese, guys, and salami and oh, look at this guy hiding way in the back. That is new. Or not cheese. This Italian salami. I'm not taking a chance on that. That must go. And then chorizo and bulk Italian salami. I love, love, love. Why is there a pack of gum in the refrigerator? That's definitely my husband. So I gotta clean that out. That's dirty. Oh, look at this. What is this? Blueberry. It's getting kind of dark in there. I need some lighting. Blueberry. All right. And something else is in there hiding. Come on out. Rosemary. That has to go. Bye, girl. And then we got a chicken for, why did you just have it on the plate? We have a chicken for tonight. So that's fresh. And then up here, I cleaned out already. That's just all of our beverage milk. And anybody else put, what is that, baking soda in the refrigerator for freshness? I've been doing that since a kid over here. And then that's pretty much our everyday stuff up there, so I know that's fresh. So I'm going to wipe this down and then put everything back in, and then I'll tell you my story about me getting kidnapped as a kid. Stay tuned. Okay guys, I finished the refrigerator as much as I'm going to do for today. It's pretty cleaned up. The top part was pretty good. So I'm not going to worry about that, but it's time for a break. Even though it is 2 p.m. in the afternoon, I'm going to have me a nice glass of wine, nice refreshing Riesling. I pulled out the one I got in Germany, and that tastes very good. I gotta show you guys my wine selection. I travel, many of you know I travel around the world, so I do get a chance to pick up some exotic wines, and I'm becoming a winey or a whiner. But here's to you. Cheers. Oh, I owe you guys a story, so I will tell you in a minute about my kidnapping. Okay, all done with the cleaning thing here. It's crazy when it's quarantine time. You're looking for things to do and clean up and try to just ride this storm. I've been off for a couple of months, and I'm driving myself crazy coming up with ideas to keep this house in order. So I hope this video gives you some kind of value of cleaning out your refrigerator. Think about the things that you normally wouldn't do because you're so busy that you can take this time and just clean out your refrigerator, rearrange your closet, which I'll be doing next. So y'all got some videos coming. I got closet cleaning, what's under my bed. So definitely stay tuned for that. Anyway, yes, I was kidnapped before, believe it or not. Well, I was about 2.5 years old and it was Halloween, and my mom had to work that day on Halloween, so she had got a babysitter. It was a well-known babysitter. She had used her before, knew her mother pretty well. Her mother didn't tell her though that she had I think it wasn't Down syndrome, but it was something in that family somewhat. But you know, she was an adult. She was like, I think maybe in her 20s, somewhere like that. Anyway, so I was dropped off. I was Tigger the Tiger, so I was in a Halloween costume for Tigger the Tiger. Of course, I was too young to go trick-or-treating. And I think that my mom also went to go trick-or-treating after work. So she got a babysitter for the night. And she went to go pick me up around midnight, which was the arrangement with the babysitter. And the babysitter and I was gone. She was living with her mother. Her mother had no idea she had left. And they were like, where's Bobby? Where's little Bobby at? So definitely they called the police. They, filed a missing baby report. Everybody's freaking out. I guess my whole family. I think my mother was living near my grandmother. She called her, and they were doing a search all over the neighborhood that night, leading up to the next day. It hadn't made news. I think at that time it wasn't a big story for African Americans to be kidnapped. I don't know, but it wasn't like headline news. A day and a half later, I think the story is told, we get a phone call. I guess I was there. My mother get a phone call that they found a baby. They believe that it is her son, which was me, and that they're in Fresno, California. You need to come down and identify yourself, see if this is your child. So they did with my grandmother, and the moment they saw me, like, that's my baby, that's my baby. So I was saved 2 days later, unharmed, and come to find out that the daughter was mentally ill and she was just driving and she was going to return. She just wanted attention, I guess, wherever it was. Anyway, it was nothing major, but it's still like, wow, I was kidnapped before. Something to think about. I almost drowned like 6 months later. Like I tell you, I have 9 lives. My parents were on a canoe ride, I believe somewhere in the lake, and the canoe, they tried to get on the canoe and it wobbled over, and I went into the water and they had to jump in and get me. My mother can't swim, so she was freaking out about that. Thank God they don't have internet, and internet back then, or can you imagine? I was unconscious for a moment, but they did mouth to mouth and they did recover me, so that was kind of freaky. Another time, the reason why I think I have 9 lives is my cousin and I, cousin Tuki, we used to live near the railroad tracks growing up, and we would put like rocks or pennies on the tracks. And then we wait for the train to come by, and then we would hide and wait for the train to go, and they could flatten the penny, and we would have a flattened penny. And so where we would go, there would be a bush on this side, and in front of the bush would be the tracks of the train coming in this way. So your vision is not that really good. You have to hear it. And there's also a train coming this way. So we heard a train coming. We looked this way, we didn't see a train. And it was one of those where it comes around the corner and then it appears out of nowhere. And there was a train coming this way. So we saw the train coming from this way and we heard it. And then we saw it. We were like, okay, after this train, since there's nothing on this side, we will go ahead and wait till this train passes. And then we will run onto the tracks and get our penny or find whatever we were putting on there. So the train passed by. I literally run out to get the penny. And a split second, the train went, and I can feel I could have got sucked into it with the wind and all that. That freaked me out. I think I was 9 or 10 years old, I think, at that time. Yeah, I was young. That was another incident. What else was there? A couple times on the airplane where I think it's not a big deal, you think it's a big deal, but having an emergency landing where we had an engine blow on an airplane, which is a normal routine, but as a crew member, you have to prepare as if it's the worst, hoping for the best. And thank God it was the best and not the worst. But the thought, your mind starts going like, this is it, let me start praying and doing all the things, moving on. This is my last flight ever. Yeah, that was pretty scary, and that was like maybe my third year flying, so I was a new flight attendant. I'm like, wow, is this my job? I have a serious job here. I can't think of any other ones, but I always think that I have either an angel up there watching over me or I have 9 lives. Anyway, I thank you guys so much for watching my channel. This is a good time to subscribe and hit the like button if you like the video. And also let me know in the comments if you want to see me clean out something. I'm definitely gonna do my closet and under the bed. And I think that's it. I'm gonna finish this up, and happy Sunday. Bye girl, bye.